I've watched like some stuff across the league. Mini camps are mini camps. I am happy to see Calvin looking good out on the field. The fucking Patriots situation is
laughable.
I feel like that's kind of like the conversation around here right now, and as it should be, just because Joe Murray said that it felt like a waste of time. And while I feel like they in general feel like a waste of time, the Trent Brown situation of him not being able to book his flight on time and then showing up to minicamp not only a day late, but $1 short overweight is just
rough.
Tough. It's a tough look, especially for an organization that prides itself on its strictness and consistency and accountability.
I was going to say, because they canceled the last day to go play paintball, has Bill gone soft?
I kind of feel like Bill doesn't really care anymore.
Yeah, I would agree with that more. Do
you think that Bill still has the reign over the locker room, or
no, has he lost the locker room? Question mark.
I think it's the middle. It's the middleman at this point that are.
Do you probably... if Mac and Bill can't even, let's say even you do dream scenario sign DeAndre Hopkins, if that doesn't fix the relationship between Bill and Mac, which I don't think it's going to.
No, I agree.
Are you worried about that?
I've been worried about the Mac Bill relationship for a long time. I don't necessarily. I'm of the camp that, listen, I've been watching Bill Belichick for long enough to know that I can't read the man very well. So I won't know where the team's at until preseason. Even then, I think we're going to see a lot of last minute changes. I think that the paintball situation, I think I personally think it comes from Bill O'Brien and the new coaching situation, trying to find ways to appeal to these young men and have them kind of get out of the camp for a minute. Do I think it was a situation where maybe they went to Bill with that idea? Yeah, I don't think it was Bill Belichick's idea to go paintballing. I'm going to be honest. I don't think any of us think that it was his idea.
Team bonding.
But I think that, he's given it a shot, and it's better, in my opinion, than if he said no. I'm sorry. Like that would be what I would think he would do. And so
it's not a big deal to me that they played paintball. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Team bonding's important. You can't be on the field all the time, whatever. I don't give a shit about that. It's just more so like the fact that not only did you do that, but you're kind of rewarding the team for a guy who didn't book a proper flight and for talking back to you and whatever. I think Bill might have gone a little soft. That being said, I think Vegas, if I'm not mistaken right now, has the Patriots going 9-8 in the division that they play in, the best division in football, especially with the moves that have been made in the last few months. It's a tough race. Do you think that signing DeAndre Hopkins puts any more wins in that column? Do you think it pulls them out of being favorited to finish last in the division? Where do you see that changing that narrative?
Ooh, that's an interesting question. I don't think it will heavily impact in a positive way. I think 9-8 is okay. I mean, like, I think that is probably where I would put them.
That's not going to make the playoffs in this division, though.
It's not going to make no, it's not. I don't expect them to be honest. I have said from the get that they are third at best in the division.
And best. I think 3 teams from this division could make the postseason, but
yeah.
Here's the thing. You signed DeAndre Hopkins and you have Juju now, and you're probably going to have Parker.
Mm-hmm.
And who's throwing them the ball? Who?
That's the thing. Like, you can give me all the talent, but if they're not going to, like, if Mac's not going to Mac out, then what's the point of having DeAndre? What's the point? Like, what's the point?
Okay, here's the thing. I've heard such mixed reviews. I've read such mixed reviews from how he threw the ball in camp, whatever. Here's the thing. He can be as accurate as he wants. He's an accurate quarterback. I'll give him that. He has a fucking noodle for an arm. Noodle. Noodle. How are you going to sling? What's the point of having a true X or whatever if you can't get the ball to him downfield?
That's what I'm saying.
Who
That's
cares?
what I'm saying. Yeah. And God knows we can't run the ball. So I don't feel confident in our offense at all right now. If I'm being 100% honest with you, and like, I know you're probably like, holy shit, because I never talk ill of this team ever, but I'm really nervous.
Do I think that Bill O'Brien was the right hire regardless of his relationship with Mac Jones?
Yes.
Yeah. You needed, like I've said it on the show before, I think you needed him to get back in Mac Jones' good graces after how you embarrassed him last year, regardless of how it went. You embarrassed the kid. You needed to do him a favor.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was the right hire regardless. The kid has a noodle.
It's our biggest thing, especially coming off of Tom Brady, right, is consistency. We just need some level of consistency. And I think that that's what's lacking. And that's what makes me so nervous is there's no consistent offensive performance that we can rely on. And it's just, yes, DeAndre Hopkins would be awesome. Would I love to see him play in New England? Sure. I would love to see any star of his caliber, in my opinion, play in New England. But it's our ability to be consistent throughout the season that I don't know that any player can impact beyond a coaching situation.
Yeah, I also think it's a red flag that you let him leave without a contract because you have the money. That's not a problem. You have over $14 million in cap space. And if he wants money, that's what he's going to get. You're not paying anybody. And you've clearly made it clear that you'll pay these stupid tight ends who aren't DeAndre Hopkins, which, don't get me wrong, Hunter Henry has been a security blanket for Mac Jones at times. You got Gesicki now, which I think is the best signing that they did all offseason.
I would
think
agree.
that's even way better than Juju. Like, I'm a Gesicki truther.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to the Gophers all over the F1 track at the moment.
Look at how cute they are.
But I forgot where I was going. I forgot what I was talking about. There's so many Gophers on my TV right now.
Look at them all.
They're so cute. Holy shit. I fucking love the Montreal Grand Prix, the Gopher lore.
So
I don't even remember what I was talking about at this point.
We were talking about
DeAndre Hopkins not getting his deal done. It's not a money issue. It's not a money issue. You've got the money. You're not fucking paying anybody, and you've made it clear that you're willing to pay stupid people prior. What do you have to lose? How can he leave? Now, all of a sudden, the newest report is that both teams are taking time to think about it. What the fuck do you have to think about? Here's the thing. It makes me feel like he wants the Chiefs or the Bills to be like, okay, he has options. They don't have money, but he will gladly take a pay. I would pay for Patrick Mahomes to throw me the fucking football. Are you kidding? You can make that shit up in Instagram advertisements tomorrow. You have the money. You don't need any more. Go catch the ball from Patrick Mahomes and win a ring if that's what you want to do. Because in all reality, he's not going to play for the AFC South either. Who the fuck wants to play for the Titans? Who's going to throw you the ball on that team either? You'd maybe make the playoffs because you're in a worse division and you can maybe compete a little bit, even though we know that the Jags are on the rise, and that's not a hot take because we're a Jags podcast. I would fucking rather play in the AFC South than the AFC East if I'm not going to win a ring either way, especially when Bill Belichick has the regimented schedule that he does, and you're a guy who's known to not want to practice anyway.
And that's the other thing that I think nobody is really talking about because we're all like, let's be polite and let's not say it because maybe he will show up and blah, 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 blah. But like, you can't be pulling that in a Bill Belichick system. Sorry, not sorry. Like,
has Bill gone soft?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I would hope not.